Hey guys, how is everybody doing? Oh, my hair is a wreck. Sorry I haven't really posted much. I posted 3 videos in the last week, but I mean, usually I post a little more. And I went to see Glamorous Beauty yesterday. I drove all the way to see her, and I don't know if you can see this, but see that nice big old fat crack in my windshield right there? It's about 2 foot long. While I was driving on the way to see her, something hit my windshield. All you hear is bang! Very loud, and I watched it literally go, and you could hear it going like that. Oh my god, it literally scared the crap out of me. And what was weird, I'm gonna put at the end of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and put the clip because I was recording when I did it. And the weird thing was what I was talking about. It was Friday the 13th, and I was discussing how the means to an end started with my drug abuse, my pain medication abuse. And what started the whole decline was I was on my way to church, and instead of going to church, I decided I was going to stop and buy some cocaine. And I'm telling this, and about the time I said that, you hear, and you hear me freak out on the video. I'm going to put it at the end. It's funny. It's me at my absolute worst, freaking out, having me a root beer float. Kind of hard to, oh man, my husband got one too, and it is not doing very well. It's bubbling out of the top hole, and I'm going to have to stick a straw in it to get it to stop. But, yeah, drinking a root beer float. He's got a Coke float. There we go. His was kind of coming out the top. Oh, I'm not a Coke drinker. I'm not really a soda drinker, but I'm definitely not a Coke drinker. Anyway, let's go back to the story that I was talking about. Anyway, you like my new glasses? These things are so cool. I really love them. They turn super dark. Well, not super, super dark, but they turn dark and from the light. And I got them at Zenni Optical, not sponsored. But if you guys are in a dilemma and you need glasses and you don't want to spend a fortune, or even if you like just want to get an extra pair, I like to have them match things, and I was never able to do that because every time I went to get a prescription pair of glasses, minimum, I spent $400. Minimum. And that was getting the cheap bullshit frames, but the lenses are what expensive because I have a very strong prescription, and I get the double index, where the lens, I don't know, you can kind of see my lens. That's kind of not that thin, but if it was not the polycarbonate lens, it would be that thick. I got picked on so bad in high school and in grade school because I literally had Coke bottle lenses. But anyway, little disclaimer, in the state of Florida, it is illegal to drive with a cracked windshield. So I am kind of breaking the law, but I'm keeping my visor down so it really is blocking it. Otherwise, it's dead right. It's like right here in my line of sight, so I'm paying attention more here, and I put the visor down and it blocks off, but about that much of it sticks on the side. So, and I just wanted to get something to eat. Going back home. They're doing it Monday. Today's Saturday? Yeah, Saturday afternoon. So, I mean, it's just a couple of days. But anyway, back to the story. I know I'm so freaking ADD. I'm sorry, I skip around so much telling you guys stuff sometimes, but I get like a kid. I'm like, I was a nerve-wracking little child. But anyway, so how this all started, I got in a bad car accident. Well, I didn't get in a car accident, but I got hit by a car walking. I hurt my back. Ultimately, I ended up with a broken leg, a torn ligament in my knee. My hip was sprained. My elbow, part of my elbow, something in my elbow was, my ulnar nerve was compressed in here. I've had 2 surgeries now on that. My elbow, 7 herniated discs in my back, 4 herniated discs in my neck. Anyway, wound up on years worth of pain medicine and whatnot. But this was just, I would say, a year out of my accident, or probably more like about, I moved, so it would have been about 5-6 months after my accident, actually. The guy I was dating, we had been dating for 4 years, and I found out he was cheating. So it was kind of a mutual thing, because I look at it this way: he walked out way before I ever kicked him out. So anyway, we split ways, and I had just moved. I had just bought a beautiful piece of property. I wanted to eventually build on this, but I bought it was damn near a triple wide mobile home. It was huge double wide mobile home. Put it there, and I was eventually going to build. But anyway, we split up. Here I am sitting on this out in the middle of BFE, because it's out in the middle of the country. The property backed up onto National Forest. Deer walked up in my yard. It's nice. I loved that place. I really did. It was, I believe, 2,600 square foot, 27. I mean, it was huge. I got a great deal on it. It was a bank repo. Somebody had it for, I think, 10 months, a year, a little over, and couldn't pay for it, and they repossessed it. It did need a little bit of work, like carpet and paint and, simple little things, and I upgraded a few things in it, and it had a big garden tub. I changed it over to a big garden tub with jets in it. But anyway, this was shortly after. I was going to church a lot. At that point, I was going to church 3 days a week. I would go to ladies group on Monday. I would go to Bible study on Wednesday, and then twice on Sunday. I would go to the morning service and afternoon service on Sunday. So I was big into that. Well, I was on my way to church, and this one day, I decide that I'm going to stop at a friend of mine's house. And we were kind of high-fi friends. We hadn't really talked any, that a whole lot, because he was very much into drugs and just, stuff that I wasn't into. I was a good little church girl. I used to hunt. I would go out fishing, go out on my boat, whatnot. Anyway, I decided this one day I was going to go get some cocaine, and I hadn't done it in probably 10 years. And I was over there. He says, oh, matter of fact, my friend's here, and that's what he sells it. So at that time, I'm sitting down. I got my 9mm in my lap, because I didn't want to leave it in the car. It's in the case. It's sitting on my lap. And he's like, oh, you got a new guy? I said, yeah, and I pulled it out. I started to show him. About that time, this man walks out of the bathroom. No shirt on. Built like a brick shithouse, tattoos all over. Very nice looking man. And the gun I had was a 9mm. It was a Star, was the brand, which was used for Spanish military and police. It was overseas. It was a police issued gun, basically. I don't know if it was police issued, but it was what a police officer used. And it was used. I got a good deal on it. It was very old. It was antique, but it was an amazing freaking gun. I had wanted one like that for many, many years, because it was a single stack, where you stack the bullets into the clip, where they didn't stick side by side, but they sticked one on top of the other like this, so it was easier to hold. So it felt very comfortable. When it kicked, it didn't jump out of my hand. A Glock 9mm would jump out of my hand, because I just couldn't hold on to it very well, because I have problems with my hands. And he walks out, and he's thinking that I'm a cop, or something damn near like that. Anyway, my friend tells him what I want. I want to buy some coke. He walks me into the other room, and he starts to pull out something out of his pocket. He goes, "Wait a minute." He goes, "Lift your shirt." What? Are you fucking kidding me? He goes, "No, lift your shirt." I'm like, "For what, dude?" And he's like, "Are you a cop?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Then lift your shirt." I guess he's thinking like I had a wire on me, or I don't know. Apparently these guys had been up for a while, doing coke, and they were a little paranoid. Anyway, they lifted my shirt. I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. And I get the coke, and anyway, that was the beginning of a very interesting relationship. I began to date the guy that sold me the cocaine. He moved in with me. We were together for quite a while, quite a few years, on and off, because we both got in trouble. He got in trouble. He wound up in prison. I wound up on probation. The whole 9 yards. I mean, I'll go full in detail about all the fiascos. I could tell you fiascos about me and this guy for like days, and have you rolling on the ground laughing. I mean, some of the shit that went on during these few years, oh my God, is embarrassing. I had never done some things that I had done with him as far as drug-wise and just in general life-wise, but strangest memory I have of him is we had probably at this point been up for a couple days getting high, and somebody knocked on the door. Well, he peeks out through the little curtain and he's like, "It's a cop." And it was. We're in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, you know, my driveway, the road dead-ended into my yard. It would dead end here, and then my driveway made this real hard, actually it was a real hard right-hand turn like that, and then curved up to my house. So we would usually hear people, because you had to really be getting it to get through my driveway, because my driveway was all sugar sand. Anyway, I guess this cop had parked up and started walking. I don't know what he was there for. He starts yelling my name, and anyway, the guy I was with was butt naked on the ground, crawling underneath my futon with my 9mm in his hand, and there's a cop outside. What are you gonna do, dude? I mean, I don't... The shit you do when you're high. You know, I mean, we had very, very interesting times that involved drugs, nudity, and guns. Oh, Lord. I don't know. He pissed me off so bad. One time I was shooting at he thought I was shooting at him. I wasn't. I was shooting in his direction, but I was like, yeah. He ran out the back door, and I had shot the tree that was like 10 feet away from him, but he was so high he thought it was like next to him. And, hit the door frame as he had went out the door, but he's already like 5 feet out the door, and I guess a piece of the wood had hit his leg, and he's like, I'm shot. Oh, Lord. I'll tell you guys, if you've never done drugs, don't do them. The shit that you get into doing drugs is like not even, you know, I'm not glorifying it. Please, please, please do not think I am glorifying drug use in any way. I fought tooth and nail. That's a cool looking chair. I fought tooth and nail to get myself clean, and I've been clean for many years now. I have a very happy life now, and I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't even change those times in my life for the world, because during those times I learned so much about myself, so much about the world, so much about trust, about, you know, addiction, about just everything in general. And, you know, here I am now. So, thought I would tell you guys this funny little story and just, you know, kind of give you guys a laugh. I hope it kind of gave you guys a giggle. But anyway, I'm going to attach that video at the end of this. So, I will talk to you guys soon. I love you. Bye. Kind of again, I was on my way to church, and I don't know, for some reason, I hadn't done cocaine in years, and I just had a little extra money, and I said, screw it, I'm going to skip church, I'm going to go over to my friend's house and see if I get some. You know, I was going through, I had just broke up with, well, it was a kind of mutual thing, believe me. Oh my God, something just hit my... Oh, no! Oh my God, my windshield just cracked. Holy crap, guys. I don't know what the F just hit my window, but it's bad. Oh my God, my windshield. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm going to show you guys here. Check this out. You see that? Look at that. That just freaking happened. Oh my God, that scared the ever-loving hell out of me. guys got to see it and hear it live. Hold on.